everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. It's Christmas in July, but nevertheless, I am so excited to share with you 3 Christmas DIYs, or should I say flips, because I have taken things I had on hand, thrifted, made earlier creations, and I will give them a little bit of a makeover to fit in to my decor and the color scheme I want for Christmas this year. So stay tuned for this. For my first DIY today, I have these big wooden Christmas trees that I made some time ago, some Christmases ago. I will leave a link down in the description box if you want to see that video how I made them. They are very nice, I like them. They are very rustic, but I will give them a makeover today. So just finding out which side of the trees are the best looking ones. Like that. And what I will do now is to take some doilies that I had on hand, and I will put them onto the surface, just figuring out what doilies to use. I place them where I want them, as flat as possible, and then I will keep them in place with one hand and put on spackle on top of it with my other hand. Plenty of it, not over excessive, but to cover it completely. It will not affect the doily, because if you wash it straight afterwards, it will all go away. The spackle will create a beautiful texture like this. This video is part of the Christmas in July challenge hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY and Krista's Crafty Life. I will leave links to their channels down in my description box so you can check them out later. And in my description box I also have a link to the playlist of this challenge for more Christmas decor ideas. And I continue with a smaller doily for the smaller trees. Just put it a little bit off center to give it some interest. Looking very pretty, I think. And the same for the last tree. And then I will just set them aside to dry for at least a couple of hours to make sure they are completely dry. And then I will go over them with some sanding paper to get rid of any sharp edges. And once that is done, I will take just a dry paintbrush and dust them off. Time to paint my Christmas trees, and I'm using a velvet finish on this paint here, and it's a light greige color. Beautiful color. And I applied 2 coats back and front. Once completely dry, I go over them with a golden acrylic paint, dry brushing to get that texture to pop. The last thing I will do is to take some golden ribbon and attach to the edge of the Christmas trees all the way around, attaching it with some hot glue. I even put the ribbon on the bottom because you never know if they're going to stand or if they're going to hang eventually. So all the way around. And I choose the same ribbon for all of my Christmas trees. Et voila, here they are, looking beautiful for Christmas. Love how they turned out. Still a bit rustic, but a little more elegant maybe. Tell me what you think. Love that texture. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, an occasional dupe, renovation of my home, and I even do some pottery and some painting. Anything creative really. Please join me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join my YouTube family. For my second DIY today, I have this thrifted Christmas tree made out of driftwood. I think at least it looks like that. Beautiful, love it, except for the top right there. I need to make something else there, and I want to make a star. So I will have this plastic star as a template, and I use MDF for my star, and I trace that plastic star, 3 of them. It will make sense in a moment why I make 3. So 3 of them. Like that. And then I will go to my scroll saw and cut them out. And once done, they will look like this. Beautiful. 3 of them. And on one of them, the middle one, I will make a cut to be able to put it down on the metal rod later on. So it's a tiny, tiny slit there, not all the way through. Like that. I will just take it off like that, break it off, and then I will have 1 star on one side and 1 on the other side. It will all make sense now. And then, yes, you can see you have a hole there on the bottom, perfect to put it in place later on. So now I'm going to put them together, and I'm using a wood glue for that. Just smear it out, not too much where that slit in the middle section will be. I'm just scraping off a little bit there so it will not fill up with glue. Like that, and then just put them together and put a clamp on to keep them tight together like that. Set them aside to dry. And after a couple of hours, I went outside with my electric sander and sand off all the edges so they are nice and even. And the next thing is to spackle the edges as well, so it looks like one piece and not three pieces put together. Time to paint my star, and I'm using the same light greige color as I did for my first project today. 2 coats. Once completely dry, I go over my star with some darker grey color on the edges, just dry brushing, just to get a little bit more vintage feel to it. And then it's just time to put it in place like so. Et voila, here it is, ready for Christmas. The only thing I did with the rest of the tree is to just sand off the foot a little bit. I love how it turned out. Beautiful star. For my third and final DIY for today, I have this tray that I flipped a couple of years ago maybe, and I don't use it anymore, so I decided to make it ready for Christmas instead. So first thing I do is take my electric sander and just lightly sand off the surface to prepare it for painting. Ready for painting, and I'm using the same color as I've done for all of the projects today, my light greige color. Love it, love it. It's my go-to color at the moment. And I'm painting the tray back, front, all over, and I applied 2 coats. Now it has dried, and I have printed out the text Silent Night, and I'm tracing it with the carbon paper onto the tray. Just center it where I want it. And I have also found some stars, a cluster of stars that I will use. I will trace them as well, as you can see here. And I'm taking a small paintbrush and some gold acrylic paint and just fill in the letters and the stars. And this acrylic paint is not very opaque, not the gold one anyways, so I had to go over it 3 times until I was happy with the result. And then I dry brush the edges with the same acrylic paint. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing. Maybe share with a friend and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow, and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. The last thing I do is to give my tray 1 coat of my satin finish varnish to protect the color so I can use it. And this is how it turned out. Love this tray. We'll definitely use it for Christmas and winter. So tell me, what do you think of my creations, my makeovers today? Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you are inspired and you want more inspiration straight away, head on over to my description box and hit that link to the playlist of this challenge. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.